Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to UTR Presents House of the Podcast. Tis I, Sir Rock of the Land do say. Being joined once again by Sir Matty the Kingslayer.
Good
Welcome,
day,
welcome,
sir.
welcome.
Good day, sir. Good day.
What's going on, brother? We had a spicy ass episode this week. Spicy ass episode this week.
Right.
Whoo wee! You know what's the bullshit? House of Dragons gets you. It gets you because you sit there, you watch a whole episode, and you're like, you know what? This might be an episode where there's actually no violence, and then
Right.
boom! Next thing you know,
Violence.
hard violence. Hard violence. Not just little violence, hard violence. Like, oh my God. Like,
Right.
what is going on here? But so let's just jump into it. We start off and we see Rhaenys is talking to the Grand Maester of Driftwood, and she's actually sitting on the Driftwood throne.
Right.
And she states that she hasn't seen her husband in 6 years. So Corlys has been out to sea for 6 years. While out to sea fighting, my man got his throat slashed and fell overboard. That's not the worst part, they said.
Right.
They said the worst part is after they found him and fixed his ass up, the fever that's going through him. So your man is over here dealing with the first strain of COVID, just about with the fever that's running through him.
He got hypothermia and a cut up throat.
Right, your man is over there suffering. So they're trying to figure, Rhaenys is like, get everything prepared, and then out of nowhere, your man Corlys' brother Daemon comes in. Now remember, Daemon had a smart mouth before, and
Right.
Corlys had to check him. You know what I mean? Daemon had a smart mouth before, and Corlys had to check him. You know what I mean? So let's be mindful of that.
Right.
Let's be mindful. Daemon appears out of nowhere, and he's talking to Rhaenys, and he lets it be known that he should be the one that sits on the Driftwood throne,
Right.
due to the fact that technically he is Corlys's next of kin. Basically saying, now, come on, sis, you know them grandkids ain't your grandkids. Like, you know that for a fact.
Right.
So he's pretty much telling her that. And she's like, if you better watch what you say, if my cousin hears of this, he'll have your tongue.
Right.
And then he lets it be known, probably, but it ain't a king that sits on the throne right now these days. It's a queen. So when he first said that, I'm thinking, oh shit, did he die and Rhaenyra actually take over? Wrong. Your man is not dead.
He just hanging on.
Hanging on. Hanging on. Your man looks like a piece of toilet paper that was stuck on the bottom of somebody's shoe. It got dirty. Okay.
Cause he down, like he's just there.
He down bad, baby. Viserys is down bad, baby.
Like,
let's keep
it and he knows it. Like he's just like, just kill me. Like I'm ready to die.
Viserys is down bad, baby. Like, you ever see one of them crackheads or meth heads, and you just like, damn, you just
right
bad, Joe. Like
that's what he looking
shit. Like. Like that's Viserys right now. So that's we go, but before we get to King's Landing, I want to point out that there was a scene where Daemon is sneaking in and he's able to retrieve 3 dragon eggs for his kids.
Yep.
Yo, your man Daemon is all about his seeds, yo. Daemon is legit all about family.
Right.
And we'll see later on that Daemon is really all about family. And don't want to spoil
talk that
it.
shit. Don't talk that shit. That's what he about.
Daemon is legit fuck around and find out.
Right.
And the more you fuck around, the more you gonna find out about Daemon.
Woo!
Daemon is fuck around and find out you look up fuck around and find out in the definition, and it's a picture of Daemon sitting there. Hey,
right.
What's happening? What's happening then?
Right. It's Daemon brushing his hair.
Facts. Daemon receives a letter from the Crows that what happened with Corlys, and that Vaemond is preparing to make his claim to be the king of Driftwood. So he goes and tells Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra pretty much is like, well, we got to go to King's Landing because they're going to pretty much say my kid ain't Laenor's, and they're going to try to come after my throne and my heir to this, blah, blah, blah. So they make their way over to King's Landing.
Right.
That's where Rhaenyra and Daemon and all of us first look at my man Viserys. Viserys is damn that man down bad. And then we find out later on how down bad he really is. Good God. So they introduce, she's like, Father, I'm here. You know, I'm here with Daemon. And they introduce them to Viserys to their 2 kids, because Rhaenyra's pregnant right now as well. And her and Daemon had 2 kids. And you can tell those are Daemon kids, because guess what, folks? Them kids is blonde.
They got that blonde.
They got that platinum blonde. That's what they got. Alicent looking at Daemon and Rhaenyra's kids like this is what your grandkids are supposed to look like.
Right.
Okay. So they introduce him, and here we go with names all over again. Do they not have other names?
No.
Like,
they
good.
Just run out of ideas.
Good.
Aegon.
We got another Aegon. And we got another Viserys. Because don't forget, Khaleesi's brother's name was also Viserys. Like, this family runs out of names. Like, come on. The only people who this family, if you're a male Targaryen, you are fucked.
Right.
Okay, because your name is either going to be Aegon or Viserys. Pick. That's your choice.
Right.
If you're a female, you got some luck. They're going to think of some shit for you. You know what I mean? It's going to be close to what your mama name was, but they're going to think of some different shit. But it ain't going to be the same fucking name. But if you a dude in the Targaryen family, you're fucked. Your name is Aegon or Viserys for life, bro. That's it. For life. I don't know how they got a Daemon in there.
Daemon, you be lucky you get another Daemon.
I don't know how they got a Daemon in there, but you stuck with Aegon or Viserys if you're a Targaryen. So just give it up. Don't even think about anything else. Okay, right. don't even do it. See, if you're a true what you call it with Corlys and them, then you got a chance because they be coming up with all types of different names.
Right. The Velaryons don't be caring. They just be like, yeah, right. Your name is Johnny.
Right. Valyrian's ethnic like a motherfucker. Your name is Raheem Kareem.
Lenor, Bela.
Right. You know what I mean? They're gonna give you a different name. You're gonna be different. So we get the King's Landing now. Rhaenyra and Daemon see how bad Viserys is down, and Daemon picks up his cup and realizes that the tea that they've been using to soothe Viserys has been milk of the puppy. The infamous milk of the puppies. All right. But so now the queen who was in the court, first of all, the King's Landing looks a lot different because a lot of the structure has been changed to have the seven gods that Alicent worships. The god that she worships is now one of the big crests on the castle in King's Landing. So that's something that's very notable, how she's making a lot of changes. Rhaenyra said, I would say, this is a homecoming, but I doubt if I even recognize the place.
She sure didn't. And they sure didn't welcome her.
Right. So we get to King's Landing, and it's a whole different area. And Alicent is in court, which is what usually Viserys is in, taking care of, business matters and stuff. And as she's informed that, Rhaenyra and Daemon have arrived, she goes to leave. One of the guards comes to her and lets her know, hey, we got an issue with, guess who? Aegon.
Nasty Aegon.
Right. Oh, out the window, Aegon. Remember him, folks?
Nasty ass. He's nasty ass Aegon.
Right. Because nasty ass don't grow up to be a goddamn rapist.
Yeah, Aegon Kelly.
Right. Aegon Kelly. Pretty much, the guard lets the princess know there's been an issue in the princess's apartments. She calls in the handmaiden. Handmaiden pretty much is like, I'm sorry, Your Grace. I'm sorry. I don't know. Your man took the booty, pretty much.
Right. Like, I ain't do nothing to him. I don't know what happened, but I swear I didn't come on to him. I wasn't trying to touch him. I wasn't even looking at him. I just came in here to do what I was supposed to do and leave.
Right. And your man took it. So, of course, Alicent goes, I believe you, but you have told too many people. We can't take any chances. And gave her the infamous Plan BT.
Right. Gave her the PBT.
Gave her the infamous Plan BT. The same tea that she was so appalled that her husband gave Rhaenyra. The exact same tea. And she had that shit made up before she even got there. Because by the time that little girl finished telling her story, she was like, I believe you, baby. It's okay. Drink this.
She know her son. She know her son is, and she know he's nasty. Yeah, I love that scene where she dismissed that girl and told her, like, you didn't do anything wrong. Here, take this. We gonna get you right. And she tore into Aegon because she was like, wake your ass up.
Right. Your
like,
man
what did I do?
She was like, motherfucker, you know exactly what you did.
Like, I love that scene because I'm like, yeah, you need to regulate. She had to tell him like it is. Like, you are part of the kingdom. You cannot be acting like this. You wild. Like I got enough on all. Like, we trying to make sure we even stay around. Like, all the, Rhaenyra and her people here. Daemon here. You better stop.
Right. She's sitting there like, yo, you like, come on. Technically, you should be the king. He's like, well, I don't want it. She was like, it's your fucking duty. You gonna be king.
She's like, I don't give a damn if you don't want to be king. It is your duty. It is something that you were born into. And I'm gonna make sure you get it.
Right. And then that plays Ooh, that's going to play into a factor later on. So now we get to Nara and Allison actually seeing each other for the first time since the big old slice with the daggers. Since the big old slicey with the daggies.
Since the Jerry Springer episode.
Right. Right. So they pretty much question her like, yo, why's my dad like looking like this, bro?
Right.
Like what's going on? Why's my dad looking like this? Like, y'all got the best mindsters here and you gonna just try to keep him doped up? That's what you want to do?
Yep.
Now, one thing I forgot to mention. Daemon has made his way to King's Landing as well as Rhaenyra. Daemon is making his way to King's Landing because he is putting in a petition to make his claim for the throne of Driftwood.
Right.
Rhaenyra is there. We don't know as of yet why. Rhaenyra and Daemon come there because they pretty much have to. Because technically, Luke is supposed to be the next in line for Driftwood due to being Corlys's grandson and Laenor's son. And Laenor is supposedly dead, but we know he ain't. Okay, so, and I wonder how that's going to play a factor into it when he pops back up. Because you know he's going to pop back up. You know he's going to pop back up. There's no way they just let him go off into the magic ocean and just be happy. No. Somebody's going to recognize him and he's going to want to pop him back up. That's definitely how it's going to go. So everybody's at King's Landing because they're here to make this big petition on who should be the rightful king of Driftwood when Corlys passed. Rhaenyra and Daemon make their verbal plea to Viserys, introduce him to the kids. Your man's ugliness scares the kids. They start crying. That's when they figure out about the tea. Let's keep it a buck. Old ugly wrinkled grandpa scared the shit out them kids.
He really did. He was like,
Old wrinkly grandpa really scared the shit out them kids, yo. Like, let's keep it 100 right there. So everybody's in King's Landing for this. Viserys is dying. Alicent pretty much brushes off Rhaenyra when she was like, but Luke is supposed to be the next one for Driftwood. Alicent pretty much hits her with we'll have petitions about it tomorrow. Don't worry.
Right.
Pretty much hitting her with I'm about to get you up out of here. So Rhaenyra runs into Rhaenyra and pleads her case to have Rhaenyra back up Corlys's claim to have Luke as the heir to Driftwood. And the way she makes and pleads her case is she makes an offer. She is to marry Baela is to marry Chase, who would be the next king of the Iron Throne once Rhaenyra dies, if it goes Rhaenyra's way as far as her being the true heir, so forth and so on.
Right.
So she puts out the little feels like, look, if you back up Luke on this, we'll, we can marry off Chase and Baela, keep your bloodline going, keep my bloodline going, combine our houses. Love is love.
Right.
Rain is like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. You're like, what? Oh, okay.
Right.
And then Rhaenyra goes, oh, I figured it out. You here to make your own claim for the thing. Oh, I I see you, you sneaky motherfucker, you. That's what you really here for. To make your own claim. Okay. So we don't see nothing about that. Now, during this time, Chase and Luke are walking through the courtyard where the princes are doing their normal training, and we get my man Eagle Eye, Aemon.
The Daemon
Yo,
wannabe.
Listen, low key, that motherfucker's badass.
He badass, but he can't hold a candle to his uncle. He want to be his uncle so damn bad, but he can't match up.
Nah, he really can't, but he wants to. He really wants to. He wants to, wants to get at it, but damn well his uncle will put that foot in his ass.
Like
seriously.
He got his eye sliced and it unlocked.
Right.
That Daemon in him, but he ain't full. He ain't got that full. He ain't full-blooded Daemon. Nah.
You would think from the way it looked when they were growing up until he got his eye sliced, Aemon was going to be the soft brother, and Aegon was going to be the tough one because he was the oldest. Turns out the complete opposite. Aemon is a fucking badass, and Aegon is a goddamn pervert.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Aemon is sitting there like, oh, what's going on, nephews? Because remember, he's technically their uncle, Chase and Luke. Like, what's going on, nephews? How you doing, nephew?
And they looking like, oh, here come this motherfucker again.
Right.
Like the cousin beef is still there. They're like 6 years later.
It's still there, like, y'all, here this nigga go.
They all looking like, remember what we did? I sliced your other eye too.
Right. So, Aemon's like, yo, what's good with a little fight? What's popping?
He trying to get it back in blood. Aemon's trying to get it back in blood already.
Right. Like, you want to get it popping right now?
He's like, welcome back. Let's fight.
Facts. That's some on-site shit, family reunion style.
Like, they trying to fight them. He's like, man, I've been waiting 6 years. Let's fight.
Let's get it on, man.
Right.
Let's get it on.
I want your eye. I want your eye now.
Right. Right. He's like, it was like, oh damn, this nigga really gonna fight him. And then what happened with that? The man you want to be so bad kind of was like, all right, stop playing yourself.
He was like, all right. He's like, yeah, back 6 years ago, I couldn't beat your little ass. But now he's like, all right, I can beat your ass now. He's
like, now you a grown ass man. I'll fuck you up.
He's like, you legal now. I'm going to fuck you up.
Right. So Aemon was like, all right, I'm going to rethink this. I'm going to rethink this right
here. He looked up like, oh, shit. You still big.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
He realized, like, oh, shit, Uncle Daemon. Oh, did you get bigger? Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm fine. I'm back. I was tripping. Tripping.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, hey, Rhaenyra. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey. Shut your ass up.
Right. So now we're pretty much at the proceedings, the petition. And yeah, man. They're getting ready to get the proceedings on. All of a sudden, everything stops because who comes in? Cleaned up like a new pack of Charmin. Cleaned up like a new pack of Charmin. My man Viserys comes in. with the half gold mask on, Phantom of the Opera style, with the crown.
Got the crown, got the cane, all
Right.
hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right. And everybody's sitting there like, first of all, everybody's sitting there like, oh shit, this nigga really is still alive. We thought they was lying. That's the first look they gave everybody.
Right.
Like, yo, he really is still alive. Oh shit. Okay.
Then he started struggling, and they were like, "Oh, he should have stayed home." Like, oh no, he need to stay home.
Oh, somebody go help him. Help him.
Daemon had to walk over, like, oh my god, how you the king?
He walked over, and a guard tried to help him at first, and he was like, "No, I got him." And he struggled his way up to the throne, and when he got to the step, the crown fell off. And Daemon comes, picks up the crown, and goes to help him. And he's like, and he looks at, and he's like, he sees his Daemon. Daemon is like, yeah. He's like, yeah, shut your ass up. Let's go. Come on. Stop
right, because I think he just realized, he was just like, yeah, you know, I'm sick, brother. I'm sick.
Right.
Because you're sitting there.
Because you kind of looking like, damn, how much younger is Daemon than Viserys if he's looking like this, and Daemon barely looking like he aged.
He ain't even aged.
He got a little chubbier, which all husbands do when they first get married. You get that happy weight. That's about it. But you know what I mean? Other than that, you sitting there like, damn. And remember, Viserys was considered the young king.
Yeah.
The young king.
The kingdom, man. He ain't got age. It's just like when just like when people become president.
They age 4 years every year.
And he never really wanted to be king all like that. He ain't really want no conflict or anything like happening during all that time he was king. And that's all that's been happening. From the time he's been king is conflict, fighting.
Exactly. So Daemon helps Viserys up to the throne. A little touching moment. Baby brother helps big brother up, puts the crown back on him. And Alicent gets ready to talk about your grace. You should be. He's like, no. We're gonna have petitions about what's going on with my family. I'm gonna be here.
Right.
I'm gonna be here. He said, now what's this going on? Corlys already stated he wanted Luke as the heir. So what's this all about? So Daemon gets in and starts going in. It should be me. It should be me. I should be the one to do it. You know what I mean? Right. Old King wasn't having that shit. He really wasn't. He was like, yo, what the fuck is this about? Good morning to you too. King was like, what the fuck is all this about? Corlys already said, y'all need to shut up because Luke is the heir. What's this about? Daemon goes in. I'm the rightful heir because I am the next king. Sarah said, watch your mouth, boy. Watch your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
Like he's like you getting on thin ice. You might want to back up. You might want to back up.
You might want to. So he goes over to Rhaenyra and he asks Rhaenyra first. He said, well, what do you think of this? She goes, my husband's plan was always that Luke be the heir to the throne, and to ensure the fact that I am with my husband's plan, Rhaenyra has vowed to marry Jace to Baela to continue the house bond, and I have gratefully accepted that offer. Boom. Through Rhaenyra for Luke. She's like, oh shit, you took me up on my offer? Right. Okay, auntie. Thank you, auntie.
Right.
Thank you, auntie. That's what she pretty much hit her with the thank you, auntie, and Rhaenyra hit her with the yeah, you owe me one.
Mm-hmm.
So now Daemon is pissed. Daemon is pissed.
And that's where he just starts. That's a great moment in House of Dragons history. That whole scene, that whole part.
Daemon goes in. He's like, yo, fuck this shit. Let's keep it a buck right now, yo. Them little motherfuckers is bastards. They last names are strong. They don't have the same last name as me.
He said
they don't share my blood.
He said if you cut them open, he said, what do they know about being a Velaryon? Like, they don't got the same blood as me. They don't know what it's like to be. He should have just said they don't got this. Pretty much he's trying
to say, let's keep it a buck. They ain't black. That's what he pretty much is saying.
This is a black kingdom. This is a black kingdom.
He said they ain't black. Let's keep it a whole 100. All right, they ain't black. And that's pretty much he said. He looked at Rhaenyra and said, I can cut myself wide open right now, and you still wouldn't know what Velaryon blood looks like.
Sure. That part.
I was like, ooh, wee.
I felt that. I felt that part. I was like, oh.
I was like, ooh. Wee.
He was mad. I could understand why he was mad, because he's like, no, we're the true ones. No, we the ones. Right. Why are you letting these motherfuckers in that they ain't no relation to us?
Like, he don't even know how to steer a damn boat riding dragons. Nigga, we the masters of the sea. Driftwood.
He over here like, Corlys is not here. That bullshit about, they ain't gonna know the truth. They just gonna know the names. No, fuck that.
Right.
He said, fuck that.
He said, they are the twos, and there ain't no honorary ooses over fucking here.
Right. They got honorary ooses. They trying to marry off the honorary ooses. No. You fucking up the bloodline.
Right. Literally. And he said that to Rhaenyra in the beginning too. He said, my brother is more interested about history books and not our bloodline. So he made that point too. And he's just talking shit. Mind you, this is about a good 40 to maybe 50 minutes into the episode.
Yeah.
Right? We still haven't seen any violence. Oh, I missed one important thing. Before the king showed up for the petition, Rhaenyra came to him in the middle of the night in a dark, rainy storm and pleaded her case one last time to a father that she didn't think could hear her, thinking that he was under the influence or whatever. Your man was sitting there writhing in pain, moaning.
Mm-hmm.
She's crying. She's pregnant. She doesn't know what to do. Should she continue this heir to the throne thing? What should she do? And she asked her father, do you believe in the dream? Was the dream what you said? Do you believe in the dream?
Right.
That's right before the king shows up for the petitions. Yeah. Back to the petitions. Daemon is going off. Your daughter's a hoe. Your kids ain't my the kids ain't my family.
Yeah, he ain't said that part. Yeah, he hadn't said that part. Yeah. He's like, yeah, them kids are not of Velaryon blood. And Daemon's like, all right, bro. The king is like, all right, dude. He was like, you stop it. He's like, no. He was like, I'm saying it. We all know the truth. We all know it. We all see it. She is. He's like, hey,
watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. He's like, she's a. He's like, don't. She's a whore.
Right. That whore shit, right? He didn't even get a chance to say Craven, but that whore, calling the princess a whore, that might be the number one trigger right there for everybody. Because next thing we know, your man Daemon took that Velaryon steel that he has on his hip and sliced directly through Daemon's fucking head on a diagonal.
That was some fatality.
Like I said, this is about a good 55 minutes into the episode. This is a long ass episode too.
It was like an hour and 8 minutes. We were probably like the 45 minute mark before we even had somebody die.
And like I said, House of Dragons is still trickier. You think nobody gonna die? Oh, this is just a spicy episode with some juice. They gonna be talking shit. Next thing you know, did this motherfucker head just fall off? And that's exactly
Daemon
what
just
happened.
Like, He just sliced him, and he was like, "Yep, that'll be the end of that."
They was about to take his weapon. He was like, "No need. I'll put it away. I ain't got no beef with nobody else here."
He's like, "Hey, the king warned him. I'm just following what the king said."
Right. Like, I ain't got no beef with nobody else here. And pretty much Daemon secured the fact. Next one of y'all motherfuckers talk some shit about my wife. That tongue ain't doing shit. They out
That
a
tongue is
damn
just
thing.
sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And what Aemon fucked around and found out because what he fucked around and he thought the king was the one that was gonna get up and fight because he saw the king struggling. He really thought the king was gonna get up. The king was trying to get up, and Daemon said, "Nah, I got you, bro."
Right. He's like, nah. He said, "Nah, I got this." First of all, motherfucker, you talk about my wife. My wife, dog. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Your man did the ultimate Chris Rock.
You talking about a daughter? You talking about the daughter, a niece, and a wife? Daughter, niece, wife, all in one. No, you boom. That's why you got sliced.
Quick, fast, in a fucking hurry. Okay, that's what happened to him. So everybody sitting there like, "Oh my god!" Viserys looks around at everybody. Viserys looks around at everybody like, "I told you I'll fuck around. And this is the fuck around and find."
Right.
Aemon didn't get a little nervous. That motherfucker got shook. He was like, "God damn it! I was gonna try to step to this nigga earlier. I must have lost my damn mind."
Yeah.
This motherfucker's crazy.
I was like, I know Aemon probably regret, like, yeah, I'm never stepping to my uncle ever again.
He's like, "Oh, this nigga's crazy." Daemon is that uncle that still carry a gun around no matter what family function you at.
And his black daughter's probably looking at Aemon like, "Told you our daddy was crazy."
Mm-hmm. Fuck around and find out. And you want to steal my mama dragon. Should have had him whip your ass then. That's what they probably thinking. Should have had him whip your ass then.
Right. We should have had
Lucky you was a little kid and he couldn't do it. Fuck your ass up, yo.
Right.
That's exactly what they was thinking. So Aemon was shook.
Aemon was definitely shook.
shook, bro. Shook. So Aemon then, what you call it? They clean up Viserys, give him his head, and Rhaenyra sitting there watching them prepare the body so they could take it back and shit like that. And the Maester comes over and says, "It's not a good look to look upon the dead." And she pretty much tells him, "Bro, as bad as my luck been, yo, I done looked upon that shit too many damn times to begin with. This ain't gonna do nothing else."
Right.
She's like, "This ain't gonna do nothing else. All right, this can't get no worse." So it's made official. Luke is gonna be the next king of the Driftwood throne. So now Viserys, feeling good about himself, says, "You know what? I want a dinner with all my family that's here."
He knew that time. He knew his time was ticking.
He was like, "I want a dinner with all my family that is here right now." And he managed to get everybody together for this dinner.
Right.
And Aegon is openly flirting with Chase's new betrothed, pretty much letting him know, "Yo, your boy's a virgin. I'll show you what it's really like. What it do, mama," or whatever. And the thing about it is, Aegon is doing this knowing that if Chase throws a blow, Aemon gonna be right there. Aemon is sitting in the back waiting to jump. Your man is sitting back there like, please, I wish you would get up. I wish you would get up. I wish you would get up. So Aegon pretty much tells her, "Yo, if you ever want a real man, you can be married to him. If you want a real man, come see me. I'll show you what a real man feel like." Chase, stomps on the table and stands up. Aemon pops up immediately, like, yeah, nigga, this is what I was waiting for. Yeah, nigga, let's get it popping. Chase does the diplomatic shit. And instead goes over to Aemon's person, who he's supposed to be betrothed to, which is his sister,
mm-hmm.
and pulls her and is like, yo, cuzzo, let's go dance. Pulls her like, yo, let's go dance. Let's go show him how we go. Hits him with the. So now, of course, I don't know. I don't know, yo. I think Chase would win on some lucky shot shit, but for most of the fight, Aegon gonna beat the fuck out of him. Like Chase might win on some lucky shot, one false move, get him with a good one. But for 90% of that fight, Aegon gonna be putting the boots to that nigga. He gonna be like DB when he first whipped Wheeler Yuta's ass. Okay. We putting the boots to that nigga. That's what the fuck gonna happen.
Oh God.
Like, I don't know about that one. I wouldn't say what was that. You gonna catch him with a good one? Yes. Catch him with a good one that'll end the fight? Yeah. I can guarantee. Look what happened the first time around.
Right.
It was technically a 4-on-1. It was technically a 4-on-1 when Aemon got his eye popped out. It was that one false move that got his eye took. But for 90% of that fight, he was whipping all four of their asses. Right. There you go. There you go. But 90% of that, Aemon was whipping all four of their asses before Luke got lucky and popped his eyeball out.
Right.
So Chase pulls the bullshit. Chase pulls the smooth move, grabs Aegon's wife, starts dancing with her, and Aemon goes to sit down. Now Luke is still at the table. He's like making fake eye contact because he's still young. He don't want no real beef. And they put a roasted pig in front of Aemon. Remember, it was that pig which they had dressed up like a dragon, which caused him to go and try to steal the goddamn dragon. Because he's always been pissed about that. So they put a roasted pig in front of him, and Luke just chuckles. Luke starts chuckling like, that pisses Aemon all the way the fuck off. Pretty much, I will whip your ass in here. Taste. Daemon once again is like, what you doing, bro? Like, what you doing, man? Chill. King comes in. Everybody sits down. The king says, I invited you all here because you're my family, my legacy, and I want you to pretty much stop all this fighting. Then he does something that is utterly disgusting. Your man takes off his gold mask and reveals his cockhole eye. Your man.
This man then lost his eye. His face, half of his face is gone.
Your man got a hole in his eyeball, in his face like this. Okay? Your man is a skull on it. Like, good God. Like, why would you do that at dinner? She gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna be like, what you are. What the fuck you say about my dad?
Then she did.
Right. Right. So, but if I'm sitting at that table, I'm gonna be like, yo, why would you do that, Grandpa? I'm trying to eat. Like, is that what is this what you need us to do to say sorry that fucking bad? You gonna show us that? Fuck it, I'm sorry. That's pretty. I think that's how he got everybody's apology.
He
They
was like,
was
look, I'm suffering.
They was like, boom. He was like, ah. Yeah.
They were like,
I
oh
don't
my
want
God, Grandpa.
like, God damn it, I don't want none of this. Put the pig away and everything. Nah, I don't want any. Right.
I don't
Right,
want
yo,
no soup. Turn the music off. We going to bed. I'm
like,
going to bed hungry. We don't want to eat
right.
no more.
He's like, I don't want no damn jello after what I just saw. Who the hell wants some jello after what I had just seen? That's pretty much what I like. You need it. Like, we want to that. Yo, you know what? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. So Rhaenyra gets up and she makes this very heartfelt apology to Alicent.
Mm-hmm.
She makes a very, very heartfelt apology, and she pretty much acknowledges her. She's like, "Yo, you know what? You're the queen, and I respect you for that. And you've been by my father's side from day one, and I thank you and I honor you for that. And I'm sorry, and I would like to have my friend back eventually."
Right.
So that shit threw Allison for a little. Oh shit! Really? Okay. All right. She winds up making an apology, a very heartfelt one too. Like, you know what? I forget we're mothers, and we shouldn't be fucking fighting.
Right.
Okay, we got 2 for 2 with apologies. Chase does a little apology, I guess, to Aemon. Aemon does a little fake cheers, whatever, and everybody's dancing. Everybody's having a good time. The king gets taken off because he has a headache. He's in pain. So now, as he's writhing in pain, about his soup, he answers the question that Rhaenyra asks him. Does he believe the dream? And he says, Aegon, fire and ice, the dream is real. Him. And Alicent is not the person that he's supposed to be telling this to.
Right. And she hears Aegon, and since we got so many Aegons,
Aegons, because y'all motherfuckers don't know how to name nobody, know nothing else. God damn it.
he's talking about Rhaenyra's Aegon. He ain't talking about his actual son, Aegon. He talking about his grandson, Aegon. But
So
Alicent don't
now,
know that.
exactly, they got the whole George Foreman shit. George the First, George the Second, George the First. That's what they got going down. So now she's thinking, "Oh, my son is supposed to be in charge."
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
And now his life about to become even more miserable.
Our rapist son is the true heir. I know it.
And he over
Like,
here like, what you mean I'm the heir? I don't want this shit.
I just want some pussy. That's all I want.
He over
That's pretty
here.
much taking it, undertaking it. Like, come on, bro. Like, you the prince. You ain't got to take it.
Right.
It's gonna be given to you. What you doing, bro? Don't take it. But that's they thing back then. So then your man is out here. Like I said, Allison hears this. So now her mind is set. Oh, it's wartime. You
Right.
ain't got no claim. I just heard my husband say Aegon is the one. I'm trying to fuck my cousin's wife. That's pretty much what he's doing. That's pretty much what he's doing. I'm trying to
Right.
smash some of this chocolate. She ain't never had none of this. I'm trying to get some of that chocolate. All right, bro, hold that down. That's all I want right now. Just want to get a little bit of swirl. That's all I need. That's all I needs right now. That's Aegon's thinking. But now Allison hears this dream and she thinks is for her son. So of course this is the beginning of starting the true war. The first blow in the war was Alicent cutting Rhaenyra. Now the first strategic blow is going to be from Alicent with mishearing something she should not have heard. That's what it's coming down. Mishearing something she should not have heard. So now we get to finally the end of the goddamn episode. And what do we find out? My man holding the eye tissue is gone.
Yeah, his final words were, "My love."
And your
He
man
finally died.
And here's the bullshit. I looked this up, right? Because I always get a kick out of the fact that he was the young king. Supposedly when this motherfucker died, he's only 55.
Oh wow.
What?
No wonder Daemon probably like 31. If even that, Daemon probably 40 something.
Right. Right. Sticking her nose into something that don't belong to her from the get-go. Thank you.
See, 55 in those times is like 100.
Right. Supposedly Viserys, he was considered the young king. And when he died, he's only 55. 55, bro. Speed limit. That's it, bro. Speed limit. Like, that shit's crazy.
Whatever he had was beating
I don't want
it.
I don't want it.
He had that dragon pox.
Exactly. When they gave his ass the crown, he was at least 72, 76. Between 72 and 76 when he got the crown. At least. His kids is grown-ups now.
Great.
Okay. So he's looking at grandkids. You know what I mean? He's got to be at least 120. Got to be at least 120.
He 55. That means he was having kids. He had Rhaenyra when he was like Aemon's age.
Right. Especially if they get pricked by some shit on the Iron Throne, obviously.
Or so he claimed. I think he had dragon pox. He had something. There ain't no damn. He didn't get pricked by no Iron Throne. That dude got dragon pox.
That man got the dropsies. Your man, he legit had the same shit that your man Kadeem Hardison had in Vampire in Brooklyn. When his ass started to deteriorate, that's when he was turned into a ghoul. That's what the fuck happened. That's what Viserys was doing. His ass was turning into a fucking ghoul, and he died before he could finish turning into a fucking ghoul.
No, he probably did. That's what that last word was. Ghoul.
Right. Ghoul. Ghoul. I'm ghoul. That's what the fuck happened. Saying I'm ghoul. But so now we know there's going to be a hell of a war that's going to get started now because Alicent wasn't minding her business. Same way she wasn't minding her business, which started the beef initially with her and Rhaenyra because she was mad she couldn't have a hot girl summer.
Right.
So once again, Alicent getting her nose into some shit. Now I wonder something. Now I know that they said that the Red Lady's supposed to reappear eventually. I wonder if Alicent is a part of that belief, or does she become the Red Lady or become as powerful as the Red Lady later on? Or somehow she's tied into that because it's very clear they make it known that her hair is stark red. Like it's. So I wonder if that plays a factor later on.
I think she's gonna, that religion that she's following, I think it's gonna get even deeper and deeper, and that's how she pops up.
Probably. Probably because isn't the sevens the gods that Stark's wife aren't
I
the
be-
sevens wasn't those the ones that the Stark wife um honored?
I believe so.
Because I think that's the one that Allison is doing. It's the sevens or some shit like that. So
Right.
I'll look into it and we'll talk about it next week. Well, I know next week gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, we only got 2 episodes left. We got the one we got Sunday, and then the week
That's
after
crazy.
10 episodes.
It's crazy how 10 episodes went by that goddamn quick. Shit. And then the hell we gonna get another one. That's gonna be the shit that's gonna kill me. That's gonna be the shit that's gonna kill me. Is when the hell we gonna get the chance to get another one. So shit. Yep. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show. You can always follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and Twitch TV/under the ring. If you like wrestling, you can join us on Thursdays. We usually do a podcast around 8:30ish on Thursdays. Around 8:30ish. I'm not saying exactly, so please don't look for exactly. If you follow the page, you know exactly when the podcast will start. Don't forget
Right.
don't forget you can always follow us on our individual Twitters. The man behind the boards, usually Greg Bush SK. Then you got me, Rock Ribs. You got our boy, Mr. Mike Jones, Mr. Fresh Beard. And then you got your man right here, the right answer. And our street team for UTR, our boy, Boriel Mariente. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And as always, you can join us every Saturday, I guess until the end of the season, and then we'll figure out some ways to keep this running during the time frame where House of Dragons.
Right.
We'll find a way to talk about this, and we'll to encourage you guys, and hopefully you guys will run with us. We might do a rewatch of Game of Thrones to see what we can point out similarities. That might be something we can do. Throw us some ideas, folks. If you like watching us on Saturdays, right before your college football, right before you get your day started, throw a couple of ideas our way. See how we can keep this one, keep this show keep running. All right.
Hell, we could even do a SmackDown recap. Because I mean, Saturday we could do a quick recap of SmackDown or something.
Right.
Or it could be a free for all. We can do
Right.
Thrones, wrestling,
Right.
anything.
We can do whatever you folks like. You know what I mean? Don't forget to check us out. Now, once again, folks, thank you for joining us. Follow our pages. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.